Hello, this is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, talking to you on Tuesday at 2. I have a lot of things to cover today. You can see I have my tables all set up. My Hostess Club is coming at 3, and I want to share, I talked about have a Hoot card, and so I'm doing a card that I'm designing it as I'm talking, as I'm going to show it to you, because I don't have one ahead of time. I have some other ones to show you, but I wanted to show you from the very beginning how I worked with that. And then this morning I woke up dreaming about the bleaching technique. If you haven't done that before, it's kind of fun. So I'm going to show a little bit of the bleaching technique with the poinsettia petals. Yeah, that's a poinsettia petals stamp set. So hello, Terry. So it should be fun. I have a lot to go through. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around right away. If you're here, please let me know. Wave, say hi, leave a comment, share my video. Later I'll have it on YouTube, but it'll probably be tonight when I get all that put down and get it on my blog. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy the card. Hello, Linda. I'm so happy to have some people here talking with me. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it around, and we'll get started on this Have a Hoot card right away, so you can see how cute it is and how I made it a little bit easier for myself using the little cutouts. So, hello, Vera. Yes, bleaching is really fun. So we've done that but in the past, and when I wake up, a lot of times I wake up and I'm like, okay, I've been dreaming about that, and I actually overslept this morning, which I usually don't do, because I was working on this bleaching technique in my dreams. So I'm going to turn the camera around. We'll get started stamping first, and then at the end I'll do the bleaching technique. So please stay tuned. I'm going to turn the camera around. Hello, Cindy. Oh yeah, Cindy will be here later. I have it all set up for you guys. I'm so excited. Let's make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're going to use this Have a Hoot and the matching dies. Have a Hoot and the matching dies. So I'm going to start out right away cutting out my little, let's see here. Is that too close for y'all? No, you can see it. Okay. I'm going to cut out my little peekaboo. This is a little frame. It cuts out 3 tags at the same time, but you can use the tags then for a different project. And then, hi, Colleen. And then you can use the peekaboo for here. So I have a piece of cardstock cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and that's what I'm using for the front of my card. So all I'm doing is, I have the new magnetic mat, see, number 5. All I'm doing is sort of laying this on here and just eyeballing it to kind of get it even on the borders here around like that. So there we go. Okay, I'm going to run it through the Big Shot. It's not a Big Shot. The cutting and embossing machine. I'm so sorry. I have to get my terminology right. So this is what happens. Ta-da. It cuts out all these nice little tags. I'll move this machine out of the way here. Excuse me, machine. There we go. So what that did with one fell swoop, mind you, it cut out all these tags. These little inlets here, and then here are the tags that you can use on a different project. So, and they all have the little, these have the slots in them, and this has the little circle in it. So pretty cool. So starting out, now mind you, I have not done this card, so this is all, I cut my white cardstock. So I had, starting out, let me just go like this. So I have my real red for the base of the card, and I have it cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then I had 2 pieces of the shaded spruce, my favorite Christmas green, shaded spruce cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And then 2 pieces of my Whisper white cut at 5 by 3 3/4. So very simple setup, right? Very simple setup. So I'm going to put these are going to go inside the card. So for the outside of my card, this is going to go back here because I'm going to use these little windows to stamp my my characters in from the Give a Hoot. So what I'm doing is I'm not gluing this on, but I'm just lining this up, the back piece that's cut all the way around 1/4 inch smaller. I'm just lining that up, turning it over, and then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to make a line on all of the little, on the side pieces, top and bottom and sides of all my little peekaboo spots, because I want to stamp in there, but I want to make sure I get where I need to go, right? So I'm going to just lift that up. So here's my stamping, where I want to stamp. I'm going to color my little creatures in, my little owls in with blends. So I'm going to use my Memento ink, and I'm going to use this little set of owls here that are so cute on the tree branch. So I'm just looking at where my pencil marks are and putting my owls in. There we go. And then now for this, I just want to make sure, so I'm going to put this owl over here. So I'm just, yeah, I think he'll fit in there just fine. So I'm going to ink him up. Pull this down a little bit so I see where I'm going. And I had my Post-it notes here in case I did one where it would go into the next picture. So there we go. There's my other little owl. And then this one is a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and just put my Post-it notes on here just so I don't get where I shouldn't be. Okay. So this one has the cute little couple with the mistletoe. I was like, what is that stuff you hang up and kiss under? Yeah, mistletoe. Okay. So here's my little birds, and they're going to kind of go out of the picture, so that's okay. There. So that part I have done. I can take this away, and I'm just going to color up my little owls. And now what I can do is I use the white pearl eraser, and I can erase my pencil marks here because I don't want those showing. So I'm just going to use this. I never have a pencil that's like the eraser is good on it, so I always use this one. I have these here. This is the same eraser I use when I get brand new stamp sets, and if they aren't, they have a coating on when you first get them, and so this is the eraser that I use to erase right over my my stamps. There we go. I use that right over my stamps to get that coating off. Woo! I'm going crazy here today. Okay. I decided today my owls were going to be gray owls because of using the red and the green. I thought, oh, let's do that. So I'm just going to color quickly and get my little owls colored in here. So I'm using the paintbrush tip because I'm going fast today, and I'm using the light smoky slate is what I'm using. Okay. On some of my owls, I'll show you, I do have some samples to show you using this set, and I used, some of them I used crumb cake, and some of them I used the terracotta, or the cinnamon cider. And that looked really nice. So I'm just quickly going around these guys to, there we go. Color in my little owls there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of my dark gray for the little lines that you see on my owls. This guy probably should have used the bullet point, but we're already started. We're going to just finish it up with this. There we go. Woo, that guy's jumping in the air. These are so cute. There. Okay. And then I'm going to go with my dark, and I'll use the bullet point. And I'm just going to put little lines here where all my little feather marks are. There we go. A little bit under here. So really quick. Not taking a whole lot of time here but it just gives it dimension, right? Filling in those little marks a little bit gives it a little bit more, that looks nicer. They already were so nice to show us where we should put our marks, so I'm just coloring it in, Adding a little more dimension to my cute little owls here. There. These guys are a little lighter. There we go. Okay. So there's my owls. And then I'm using the dark shaded spruce. So I match the color on here. And I did that on my, on the branch because I'm thinking this is evergreen. That's what I'm going with. That's the story I'm going with. So I'm just coloring this in fast. And with the green, I thought it would look nice versus putting in a brown, you know, like if it was a regular tree branch. So some of these guys, when you cut them out, so they have die cuts for this, the owls cut out, not the branch. Okay, so you'll see on one of the cards I have made up already, the owls cut out, but the branch does not, so they're separate. So that's why I'm kind of filling in. There we go, where that would be. Ta-da! And then let's not forget about our mistletoe here. Put some color on that real quick. Ta-da, ta-da! There we go. All right. And then I am going to use the dark real red billet point, and I'm going to color my little berries over here and my little Santa hats on these guys. Oops, I almost did the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, and then I need, guess what, my favorite. I'm going to use the, I'm going to actually use the dark Melon Mambo for the beaks and the feet. Don't forget the feet. There we go. Beaks and feet. I gotta color that package. I guess I should make that red too. So here's our little guys, little tiny beaks and feet. There. Color him. That guy's hanging up in the air. And I think I'm gonna make that package red. So that'll be another, so it's like try, right? Red, red, red. Kind of balances it out. There we go. There we go. Cute, cute. Okay. All right. So now I can put this right over the top, right? I don't even have to look at what I'm doing because remember when I put it on here and I just kind of lined it up so that it had an even border all the way around. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I take my glue and I forgot to get a new one here. And I'm just going to put this around. There we go. A little bit here and there. And then I can just turn this right over, line it up on my paper because that's how I drew the pencil lines. I set it like that and then drew it. And knock on wood. Let's hope it, ta-da! There we go. It is done. So I decided I wanted to do a little from Owl of Us, So I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do a little maybe fussy cut and just put it in the corner here. So let's get some paper out here. Here we go. And I will do that in Memento. There we go. And let's see here. I think I'm just going to cut it. I'm just going to play here. We're just playing, right? We're just playing. It doesn't, if I can find my scissors. Where's my paper snips? Okay. I'm working here alone, so I cannot blame anybody for not having my paper snips here. Well, here they are. They were hidden. I found them. Okay. Woo! That was good. So I'm just going to kind of fussy cut these a little bit. Since I have all those other little cutouts, I'm just going to kind of play with this one. And do like that. And then I am going to back that in some red, some real red, because that's what I'm using on the base of my card. So here's a scrap piece of red. What I'm going to do is glue this right in the corner here, because then I'll pop it up. So I'm going to put this just like that. I'm looking at the border at the side and the border at the bottom, and then I'll just cut this right around it. So you don't always have to have a punch or a die or a, you know, if you're doing, you know, just sitting and watching TV or, you know, kind of relaxing, you could make a bunch of these and then sit down and put them all together. There we go. I'm just kind of trying to get it a little bit even. There we go. Okay. Ta-da. Here's my little, put my splooches over here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to pop that up, and I think I'm going to put a little bow in the middle here. I happen to have this on my desk, so that might go right in the middle. Let's put it on our card. And because it's all flat, I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on this layer. So we'll pop that up, make it look a little more interesting. Whoops, I lost my dimensional. I lost my dimension. What dimension are you in? Did you ever watch the Don't Turn Your Channel? You know that, was it Sterling? What was that name? Oh, a scary show that used to be on when I was a kid. And it was like, you are entering another dimension. Come on, people. I know people know what I'm talking about. When I look at my comments, please comment and let me know. Was it, oh, gosh, I can't. Rod Sterling. Rod Sterling, that's what it was. All right, so I'm just kind of looking at this, trying to get it even, Steven, there we go. And then I'm going to pop this up. Maybe this should go in the middle. I don't think I like it in the middle. I'm going to put it down here. Should I put it up here? And put this down here. What do you think? The top? I'm gonna stand up and look and see. So tell me, what do you think? The top or the bottom? Let's see what you think. Top. Oh yeah, Twilight Zone. That's it. Thank you, Cindy and Colleen. Okay, so what do you think? This should go on the top, or should this go on the bottom? I don't think I like it in the middle, because then it looks too plain over here. Top or bottom, ladies? What do you think? Top. Okay, Colleen. Okay, that's what we're going to go with. And I am going to pop that up too, because it needs it. Here it is. All right, we'll put it at the top. I cut that just big enough so that my dimensionals fit on here. Hooray. That's a good thing. There. Oopsie daisy. Come on. Okay. So we'll just put that right here from Owl of Us. And then, I don't know if I like the bow. I think we'll put the bow over here. What do you think about the bow? I'm not sold on the bow. Let's do a different bow. Let's do a little white bow. Thinner, a thinner bow. We'll do a doubler here. I'm just going to use my little bow maker here. Move that up a bit. So, yeah, I did not, this is all new. I did a lot of Halloween cards with this set, and I've done a couple of Christmas ones, which I'll show you, but I have not done, this one is right just being done now, so, okay, there, we'll put that little bow there. And then you know what we'll do? We'll put a couple little sparklies on. What do you think? You always need a little bit of glitz and glamour, and that's what we're gonna do. So here's my bow. Put that in the middle. There, like that. Ta-da. And then we're gonna get out some of our holiday rhinestones, I think. No, not holiday rhinestones. I want Let's see here. What do I want? I want, not that one. I'll find it. Where is it? I had some Christmas ones here. That's not it, but that's one of my favorites. You know, my favorite is my very, very favorite. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Here. These are Wonderful Gems, all the trimmings. So we'll put a couple little sparklies on here, and that'll help. Let's see here. I'm going to put a big one on the bottom here, and then a smaller one. Ta-da, ta-da. And let's see here. We have to put 3 on. That's my rule. I don't know. We'll put one up here. There we go. Okay. So there we go. That is the front of the card. Let's do the inside. So it just says Merry Christmas is what is in there. Merry Christmas. But perhaps I should put some of these, one of these guys. I think I'll put this guy, the guy with the present. We're going to put one inside too, just because he's cute. There. We'll color him really fast. My smoky slate. Okay, little guy. There we go. I was debating, I think on some of them I colored in the eyelids, and some I didn't. I'll have to look and see what I did before. See if I, you know, things change as you do them. It's like, oh, well, I don't know. Should I color that in or not? Like with the senior year set, at first I colored the eyes. That was not good. Yeah, I had to, because she has glasses on. That just did not look right. Here's our present. Put a red there. Get another little red pop in there. And here's our shaded spruce. And then the last thing we have to color is just his little beak and feet. There we go. Ta-da, ta-da. Okay. And yay, mango, melody. My favorite. Oh, his beak isn't covered, so, but we still have his feet. Okay, there. Let's do this. Glue this together. And lickety split. So now you have this card done. You have 3 tags you can use on another project or as Christmas tags. You know, decorate them, add some things to them. Kind of a nice, and this cutout, this is all stitched around here. I'll hold it up close and see if you can see that, but it's all stitched around there too. So really a nice cutout. I've used it with some of the Halloween sets too, not just this set. So it's one of those things that is a handy dandy little thing. There. I think we're going to put a little wink on here. We're going to put a little wink on our little birds. Just so when you move the card, you're going to see a little bit of shimmer, which adds some interest here. Our little guys that are jumping up and down. There we go. Okay. Let me show this close. You don't like that bow? You don't like the plain, plain or thinner or red? Yeah. I do have a red. I do have some red. Let's see. Can you see that stitching? I do have a red bow. We can put a red bow on. I have this really pretty sheer red. What do you think, Vera? Let's try this. I'm not opposed to change. Let's see what y'all like. I love this sheer ribbon because it ties into a really nice bow. And ta-da, it's almost like it's It's almost like it has wire in it, but it doesn't. Let's do this. Okay, ta-da. Okay, put that off to the side. Let's take off this little bow. Use that for something else. Thank you, my pickup tool. Grab that off. Whoopsie daisy. Boy, it wanted to stay. Let's see here. I'm gonna put that over there. Okay. Let's put the red bow on. Since we used red behind there and red glitter dots, you are probably correct, Miss Vera. Let's see here. Is that better? Ta-da! You like that better? Yes. Okay. Oh, hello, Marie. There we go. So here's our, from all of us, Merry Christmas. Cute, cute. Okay, I want to show you some of the cards that I made with this set. So here is where I made my little owls in, and I colored in the things, the eyelids there. With, I love the glad tidings, the plaid tidings, love that. So here's one that I did, and then I also used the little tiny snowflakes, if you can see that. And the ribbon that goes with the plaid tidings, and another little piece inside. So that's our little love birds, our love owls. And then here's one with the cutouts that I did horizontal. Now this one, so you can see, when you cut the little owls out, it doesn't cut out the branch, it just cuts out the owls. So in this case, I lined it up and I stamped my branch underneath there. I added the green so that I kind of went around, and there we go. Instead of an orange pumpkin, I did like those white pumpkins that you see. So, and these owls are, I think that this is crumb cake too, the light and dark crumb cake. Okay, here the one that I like. So my cinnamon cider owls, I think, are really dramatic. I really like them, very cute. So again, using the in color enamel dots, and I used blends and all kinds of things on this one. There was a lot of different coloring. And then last one I have for you is our little people jumping up and down, and these are my cinnamon cider ones also. So that's what I have for you for the Have a Hoot set. So pretty cute, right? Okay, let's get down to the fun. This is where I was dreaming. So what I did on these, I took my old aqua painter and I filled it with bleach. Now when I've done this in the past, I had to change the bleach out between classes because it just like lost its strength. So this is fresh bleach I just put in here. So this morning I was playing with this. So this is bleach on real red. And I cut these out, my little poinsettias. So I cut them out, and I did different patterns. Here I went the bleach all over it. Here I kind of did a little bit spottier. Here it is on cherry cobbler. It gets almost yellow, like a golden color in there. And here is gorgeous grape. So let me pull this one out here. Gorgeous grape gets to be this light blue. So kind of fun to do. You don't know what color it's going to turn out to be, right? So let's put, on Friday I'll put these together and put them on a card and show you how they look. Not, of course, not together. They don't look good together. Here we go. But it's just sort of a fun technique. You're sitting around doing laundry and you're looking for something else to do. Here you go. There's our little poinsettias. So I thought, I'm going to pull out different colors. These I embossed in gold first, because with embossing it, then it kind of holds the bleach into your area, right? So I embossed them first. Oh, here's the ones that aren't layered. So cherry cobbler, this is Real Red, and this is the Gorgeous Grape. Okay, now we're going to try, because I don't know what color this is going to turn. This is the Misty Moonlight, which, you know, I dearly love. So I'm going to take this off. So just be careful when you're doing this with your, you know, with good clothes. And I just paint it on here. So in this case, I'll just do it solid. I am always anxious, so I like to speed things up. So when I want to do that, then I used my heat tool and I cooked it. I was going, yeah, we're doing cooking. I don't cook. Ooh, this is going to be cool looking. Yeah, I don't cook a lot, but I cook down here when I'm doing this kind of stuff. So you kind of have to wait to see. It's like a little surprise because you don't know what color it's going to turn. In the past, when we did bleaching, we used crumb cake, and I did do one on crumb cake. We did crumb cake, and it turned yellow. So it made beautiful daisies. So it was really kind of neat. What I thought was, if you bleached it out, and then you could add some different color, you know, depending on what color it turned. So this is kind of, so look at how cool. Isn't that kind of neat? Completely different color. I think that's so fun. Oh, you had a question there. Love the jumping owl on the branch of 4. How did you do that? That's just how the stamp is. The stamp, the last guy is jumping up in the air. There we go. So that's what the Misty Moonlight turns. Kind of a, I don't know, kind of a birchy white color. Different. Okay, let's try this one. So this is silver embossing on crumb cake. Let's see if it turns yellow like it did before. Because what I was thinking, if this turned yellow, then you could take like some of the pink, like a blend, after it's good and dry, and maybe add some veining in it. Yeah, see, it turns a nice yellow. Crumb cake is, it's really pretty. You could sit and do this on all your cardstock, see what colors they turn. Oh, I think it's really fun. Just be careful, and I would mark your aqua painter, you know, with bleach if you're gonna continue doing that, or just rinse it out really good when you're done. I didn't use one of my new ones as I thought I have a lot of these old ones, and so I thought I'm just gonna fill that, and ta-da! See how pretty? It's a yellow. Wow. So I think that you could bring in, and then you can go back and add more because it'll keep changing the color. So there's my yellow ones. Here's my Misty Moonlight. So like this one, this petal is a little bit darker, but you could go back and add some more in different spots, and just to see what it looks like, because I'm not quite sure. You know, it's sort of like you're working in the dark. I'm not quite sure how it's going to look at the end. So let's see here. I was just going to pull out a piece of, so now that's the Misty Moonlight. If I go with, here's Night of Navy, and I just paint some on. Let's see what color that turns. We'll let it sit there for a minute. I just thought it was sort of fun to see. Now for the leaves, I didn't do any leaves, but if I did, let's see here, see what color the green will turn. I'm going to let it sit for a minute. Night of Navy almost looks like the Misty Moonlight, and the green looks blue. So this is Mossy Meadow, has blue undertones, and that's what is coming out here. So let me put this on. Ta-da! So I will cut these out, and I will make some cards for Fridays. Those are not so pretty. I'm glad I picked the other ones that I picked. We're going to toss those. Okay, but look at how pretty this is. I'm going to cook this a little bit. So the other thing is, if you do heat it up, just make sure that you don't heat it too much, that you, because your embossing will get funny. Like it'll, you know, it won't be shiny. So you're just kind of heating it up enough to dry the cardstock. You don't want to hold it in one spot long enough that you are, isn't that a pretty yellow? There we go. I got a really big blotch on that one. You don't want to dull your embossing. Let's do this. Let's tap this one. Tap, tap. Because I can't wait. There. Ooh, okay. That's fun. And then when it cuts it out, so the other thing is if you have these poinsettia dies, such a nice thing that it cuts out. When I'm putting my dies on, I always try to figure out, so here's the big one, one distinct thing. So when you're looking at this die, I have one petal that's completely like smooth. So then I know where to put that on. To get familiar with your dies, if it's not right, they should match perfectly like this. They should match perfectly. If you're not matched up right, you will know. Okay, so this one too has one that has like a big bump in it, so that's what I kind of was looking at right here. So that one would go there. I have them a little too close. Nope, that's not right. So here's the skinny one. There we go. If it doesn't match exactly right, it's not right. You know, you might think like, oh yeah, that goes there. And then it doesn't. Because they do match up perfectly. Okay. And on this one, let's see. Is this right? I think so. There we go. So then you just run them through. But, you know, kind of look at your dies. Become familiar with the dies. And one is distinct generally, so that you kind of can figure out, you know, where it goes. One stands out more, it's a little closer or something. And the more you use it, the more familiar you'll get with it. But there we go. That's on these dies because there's so many of them for this set to line those up. But let's take a little pink. You know those pink poinsettias? I don't know. I guess I don't like that. No, never mind. Don't do that. That is not pretty. Let's see if that'll bleach out. I don't know. Probably not. I don't like that. Maybe brushing it with a dauber or something. Okay, that's it. On Friday, I will make some cards using all of the pretty poinsettia flowers that I made with the bleaching technique. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. There we go. I like these. I know that there's some of those like tiger poinsettias or something. They're kind of striped leaves. I think that looks pretty. There we go. And then whatever background, you know, you pick out. These were all embossed with gold. So there we go. Okay. I'm going to turn the camera around. There we go. Okay. Hello. Hello, it's me again. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I love the Have a Hoot stamp set. It is so much fun with the dies. Just so you know that, you know, when you cut them out, the little branch isn't in there. So the birds are, the tree branches designed that way. So when you look at your stamp, the branch is not, it doesn't go all the way to the bird on the top of it. So it's kind of a fun thing. So that's it. I'm all done. I'm getting ready for class to welcome my hostess club. Yay! I'm going to open up my new die cutting machines. So that's what we'll be using in class from here on out. I have 2 of them sitting on the table boxed. So I'm going to unbox those before my ladies get here. Y'all have a great, great week. We're going to play with the poinsettia petals when I come back on follow-up Friday. Thank you. Bye-bye.